Thank you for the question. I don't believe that it does. I believe that the underlying problem with our economy and our state is that we are ranked 31 of 50 right now with our tax structure, being 50 being the worst. We're ranked down in the bottom 20 with California, New Jersey, and New York. And if we would restructure our tax structure to get away from the personal income tax, completely repeal it, and move to a sales and use tax-based system, our economy would then be booming economically. We would see a boom that we haven't seen before in a long time. We have a great location for economic growth. We have the Tom Bigby in the Northeast, a huge interstate crossroads in the Northwest, all the commerce of the mighty Mississippi, some amazing ports on the Gulf Coast, and some of the hardest working, most God-fearing people in the nation living in Mississippi. But we have one of the worst tax structures. We overtax working people, we overtax small businesses, and they're leaving our state. And they don't want to come back because we overtax them. If we would move to a sales and use tax-based system like they have in Tennessee, Texas, and Florida, we would see a boom in our economy like we haven't seen in a long time.
All right, thank you, Mr. Foster. Mr. Waller, does the state flag hinder our ability to attract new businesses to the state? Do you have 60 seconds?
Great question. I don't think it does, but more importantly, the people have voted on this in 2001, and if there's a change, I am not in favor of the legislature doing that. I think if a change is to be considered, the people need to vote on that, and I will follow whatever the people want on that issue.
All right, thank you.
I've been very clear on my stance on this. The people of Mississippi voted in 2001. I have opposed unilateral action by the legislature. I have opposed unilateral action by the governor to change our flag. But Melanie, I've been in countless economic development meetings over the last 15 years. In fact, I worked closely with Governor Bryant and closely with Governor Barber to bring companies like Toyota here, to bring companies like Continental Tire into Mississippi, who are helping grow our economy, creating good-paying jobs for Mississippians, and that's something that has never once come up in one of those economic development meetings. It's something that the liberals across America want to talk a lot about, but it's never come up in an economic development meeting.
In the last 12 months, nearly 700 specialty license plates for both cars and motorcycles have been sold, with part of the proceeds benefiting the Mississippi Division of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. The specialty plates show both the Confederate battle emblem and the state flag. Do you support the sale of the license plate? Mr. Foster, we'll start with you. You have 30 seconds.
Absolutely. It's the heritage of a lot of people that fought in the Civil War, their family lineage, and so they have a right to have that license plate, and I support their decision to buy that if they so choose. But to mention talk about what the Lieutenant Governor talked about earlier, we have given the way of the farm in a lot of cases to a lot of foreign corporations in Mississippi and put the taxpayers on the dole for hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of bond money. What we need to do is have a tax structure that allows Mississippi businesses to grow and prosper so they quit leaving our state, so we quit having to give away the farm.
Thank you, Mr. Foster. Mr. Waller, do you support the sale of the license plates?
I think that it's legally allowable. I think that's a registered charitable organization, so certainly they've got a right like anyone else to, and they support study of history in that particular area, and so I think that it's appropriate just as every other organization.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Reeves.
Every year the Mississippi legislature passes a tag bill, as they call it, that adds to the number of specially licensed tags. Literally hundreds are on the books now, and I think that particular organization has just as much a right to offer their tags. There are people who are paying extra money as any other organization does.